In this video, I'm going to share with you how to be comfortable on camera. It appears to you that I am confident, right? Well, that's not totally true. I'm however going to share with you what I am doing to help me be confident and comfortable on camera. And if you watch till the end, I'm actually going to show you some of my bloopers, some of the mistakes I've made on camera. So let's get started. Hello and welcome to Audacity2Lead TV. I am Daya Samuel. This is where we give you the courage and the necessary insights to lead with more influence if you are a service-based entrepreneur. When it comes to becoming confident on camera, there are a few tricks that you can have under your belt that will help you. But in this video, I want to walk you through the stages that I have personally gone through that has helped me to become comfortable on camera. Of course, before now, when I am on camera, I am cringy. But now at least I've gotten to some level of confidence and comfortability that I now have on camera. So what are some of those things that I do? Well, let me share that with you right about now. Right from the get-go, I need to clarify that I used the word become intentionally because we all have the capacity to evolve. No matter the stage where you are currently in your life journey or in your business journey, you have the inbuilt capacity to evolve. And so when I say how to become comfortable on camera, it is because I know you already have the inbuilt capacity to become comfortable. You just need to be able to nurture it. So I'm not going to be sharing with you all those gymnastics that you can do. Rather, I'm going to leverage on your inbuilt capacity to evolve in this video. And so by the end of this video, if you practice what I'm going to be sharing with you, you will discover that you have actually amplified the confidence that you already have inside of you. And of course, you are becoming more comfortable on camera. When it comes to becoming comfortable on camera, there are three stages that you have to pass through. Now, first stage is what I call cringe. Second stage is what I call comedic. And the third stage is what I call creative. Now, when I say cringe, this has to do with not liking your voice and not liking your face. Of course, when I first got started with producing audio-visual content online, I started first with podcast back in June of 2014. And I can tell you that for 2 years straight, I was practicing how to make my voice better because I didn't like how I sounded. In fact, a couple of persons actually labeled me Baba Ijebu because of how I was talking. But you know, the interesting thing is that I got to that point where I accepted my voice for what it is. And it was then that I was able to now utilize the power that my voice has in order to create the kind of content that I was creating on my podcast then. Now, when I did podcasts for a while and I wanted to get into video, it was also another challenge. Now, first thing is that I don't have a very clear skin on my face. And so I began to look for tactics to use to make my camera clear off my face. And so you find that sometimes because you don't like your face, you use a lot of filters. Well, it got to the point where I had to tell myself that my face may matter that much, but it doesn't matter when I have the kind of content that people truly need. And so the first stage of becoming comfortable on camera is that stage of cringiness, where you don't get to like your face or you don't get to like your voice simply because of how it currently is. Now, it may sound magical that I overcome it, but I need to also let you know that I didn't just one day wake up and then I began to like my voice or began to like my face. Well, what I did in my own case was that when I didn't like my voice, I did what I hated the most. I started the podcast anyway and started it with how raw my voice was. In fact, if you go to our website, Audacity2Lead.com, and check the podcast section, and you listen to some of the first podcasts that I ever released, you would practically laugh at me. In fact, let me play that to you right now.
The goal is to help you become more focused with your life, more passionate with your life task, and more impactful with your influence. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about 4 reasons to develop on your leadership. You're listening to episode 6 of the Audacity2Lead podcast. Impactful with your influence. Value. Unique value by asking right questions. And on the tip of the week, if you like me, you feel overwhelmed by the amount of emails you receive per day, this week tip of the week is for you, and that is a tiny tool inside your email you can use to unclutter your inbox. I'll share that with you shortly.
So how do you handle this cringe state? Well, let me walk you through some things that you can actually do that I have done before that will help you. Start by recording yourself on camera doing something at home. Now, this video is not going to be published. You are not going to put it out anywhere. This is basically just you recording yourself so that your brain can get used to you being on camera. And this could be that you are cooking, or you are doing laundry, or maybe you are just sitting down in your sitting room or your living room, or maybe your bedroom. The idea is to get yourself to that point where you feel comfortable looking at yourself on camera. As you get past that stage, you get to the second stage, which I call comedic. And this is the stage where you get to where you begin to laugh at yourself. Of course, comedic means you are laughing, isn't it? Now, this second stage has to do with you getting to laugh at yourself because you're now beginning to discover your inaccuracies. And of course, it is when you discover the things that you are not doing well that you can improve on what you are currently doing. And the essence of this is so that you can overcome your own fear of judgment. A few tips can help here. Start by filming a few videos of yourself speaking to the camera like this, but wait. You are not going to make them public. You are basically going to just upload them to YouTube and unlist them, so that you can share with a few friends of yours so that they can give you feedback. The good part is, don't worry about the feedback. The feedback is not like you want to use them to improve your videos anyway. The idea is to get you used to someone else seeing your video. So if you remember at the first stage of cringy, you are basically recording yourself at home without anybody seeing the videos. Now, at the level of comedic, this is to overcome the fear of judgment. And the idea is that you are going to record the videos in order for your friends to see it so that you can actually get used to someone else seeing your video. Third stage is the stage I call creative. You've passed through the cringe stage, you've passed through the comedic stage, and now you get to the creative stage. This is the part where you begin to truly feel comfortable on camera. Remember that the goal is to get you to be comfortable on camera. The goal is not so much of confidence. That's because confidence is something you can always tweak. And as I usually explain, confidence is based on three things: your skills, yourself, and your social capacity. So if you improve your skills, you will become confident. If you improve your belief in yourself, you'll become confident. Or if you improve your relationships with other people, you'll become confident. So the goal here is not for you to become confident, but the goal is for you to become comfortable. At first, when you usually get started, you are at that cringy stage where you don't like your voice, you don't like the way you look. The second stage where you get to is the level of comedic, where you begin to laugh at your inaccuracies and your inadequacies. But the third stage, after you have passed through those two stages, you get to that third stage where you are now able to truly be comfortable and get in the flow. And that is when you get to that creative stage where you are able to do a couple of things, a number of things that you like to do on camera. At this third stage, this is where you get to accept yourself for who and what you are. See, it's understandable that none of us is perfect, and no one can ever be. Truth is that practice is only what leads to progress, because practice never results in perfection. And the interesting thing is that before you can go through cringy to comedic to creative, you would need to have made a lot of videos. In fact, one particular person says that your first goal when you start making videos is to actually make 100 videos. I mean, 100 videos. Imagine what skills you are developing. Imagine how much of belief you develop when you get to create 100 videos. Imagine how much of comfortability you would have developed by the time you get to 100 videos. Now, in my own stage, in my own journey, on my other YouTube channel right now, I have created about 90 videos. And here on Audacity2Lead, I've already created 3 or 4 videos. Now, the thing is, I didn't start with just YouTube channel, so I must be clear about that. Of course, in the last 4 or 5 years, I have been practicing this. So in order for me to get to pass through all of these stages one after the other, one of the things I started doing was, if somebody asked me a question, I'll actually pick my phone, do a video, and then send it to the person. The idea is only that person is going to see that video, isn't it? Of course, in the process, I'm using that to develop how comfortable I am on camera. So again, if your goal is to get to perfection, you put yourself under a lot of anxiety. And that is not what you want, because if you put yourself under a lot of anxiety, well, you will not be comfortable. So in order to be comfortable, again, let me walk you through the three of them. The first stage is you get to that cringy stage. The second stage is you get to that comedic stage. And the third stage is what I call the creative stage, where you are able to actually do anything you like even walk around, like walk towards the camera, move back, and do all of that. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that at the end, I'm actually going to show you a couple of bloopers, a couple of mistakes that I've made on camera. So let's get to that in a short moment. Now, before you go, I need to tell you, thank you for watching this video. This is Audacity2Lead TV, where we give you the courage and the necessary insight to lead with more influence. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be a part of the conversation. And with that, let's see some of those some of those cringy and comedic videos that I have made. See you. Hello and welcome to Audacity2Lead TV. I am Dyer Samuel, and today Hello and welcome to Audacity2Lead TV. I am Dyer Samuel. This is where we give you the courage and the necessary insights you need to lead your life and business in the direction that matters. Forget that. So now we get to second stage, which is the level of which is the stage of comedic, Now, as I mentioned earlier on, of this first stage. Wait, was it not recording since? Voila, day. Of my phone here that you can see. Part of this video I'm going to be walking you through so that you can actually look over my shoulder and see exactly how to create good videos, how to make videos without Now this is after the video, and this is only for those who watch to the end. If you can, a very interesting way to solve entrepreneurial loneliness is to actually get a business partner. Okay, so right about now, let me share with you how YouTube Studio works.